Good evening and welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Damon Arnold.
And I'm Ashley Flete. The Tallahassee Police Department is currently conducting an investigation on the unexpected death of murder suspect Tavon Jackson. An officer found Jackson's body off of Ocala Road while working on an unrelated case. Jackson was a suspect to be involved in the murder of 23-year-old Javonna Glover last year. Glover, who is the mother of Jackson's child, was stabbed to death while working at the Walgreens off of Ocala. Investigative units spent Tuesday searching the Players Club apartment complex for evidence. However, TPD says the death appears to be a suicide.
Vincent Cairo has been arrested in connection with the SunTrust Bank robbery on Monroe Street. Officials say it happened around 3:15 Tuesday afternoon. The Tallahassee Police Department was called after Cairo came into the business and implied he had a weapon. No one was hurt during the robbery, but the suspect did get away with an undisclosed amount. TPD is still conducting investigations. Students at Valdosta State University have a new reason to be on their phones. VSU now has an app that enhances campus safety. The app is called Blazer Guardian. The app will allow students to create a profile that links to the university police, friends, family, and classmates. It will also allow students to set a safety timer, which can be used to alert the police if the student hasn't arrived at their destination within the allotted amount of time. VSU officials consider the most important feature within the app to be the panic button, which immediately calls the university police department.
Next time you're hungry, consider taking the T. The city of Tallahassee created a new trolley service that will run during lunchtime. Routes will serve Midtown, Collegetown, and Cascade Park. All three routes connect to downtown, giving state workers the opportunity to travel for lunch. According to Commissioner Nancy Miller, the trolley will help residents explore new dining and activity options in town. The trolley also runs on Friday and Saturday evenings from 4:30 to 1 in the morning. The trolley stops are marked with custom route signs featuring a pop art letter T. To access the trolley schedule, visit talgov.com/trolley.
The capital city has a new hotspot, and our own Sean Sanders has more on this locality and why it's making history in not just the capital city, but Florida as well.
The Tallahassee location of the Growler USA Microbrew Pub marks the first establishment the brand has made in the Sunshine State. It's a big move for strengthening the local economy as each location focuses on the craft beer made locally around the pub. But that's not all this pub has to offer, says manager Joe Morris.
I want them to gain the experience of enjoying the 100 taps as well as the greatness of the menu. I think that's the hidden thing that people don't really recognize when they come in, that we actually have great food, premiering 59-cent wings with over 25 flavors. Fun and affordable atmosphere is what we want to promote here.
Tallahassee's business and student residential life contribute greatly to the pub's success since its opening in late 2016. So much so that Growler is looking to open at least 2 more locations in Florida to focus more on the local breweries here. Owner Nilay Patel says that
it's going to be booming up. The Growler USA, they already opened 15 locations in nationwide. They already under construction 100 locations in United States.
whether you're a beer connoisseur or even just looking for a bite to eat, Growler USA, America's microbrew pub, the Tallahassee location is ready to meet your needs. And you won't regret it. In Tallahassee, Sean Sanders, FAMU News 20 at 5.
That seems like a pretty chill spot. If you're in the area, make sure you go and you check out those Caribbean wings. I hear they're to die for.
A Tallahassee City Commission meeting will decide the fate of fracking in the Tallahassee area. A proposed ordinance would prohibit fracking within the city limits. Commissioners say drilling for natural gas and oil jeopardizes the city water quality. The ordinance was proposed by Mayor Andrew Gillum and Commissioner Nancy Miller. While the ordinance outlaws fracking in the Tallahassee area, a bill to outlaw fracking in Florida was also proposed in the Florida legislature. If passed, Senate Bill 442 would prohibit the performance of advanced well stimulation treatment, such as fracking, throughout Florida. So Damon, earlier this week, I visited a little event that reminded me of summer. Let's take a look.
Let's look.
The FAMU FSU College of Engineering has organized a host of events in commemoration of National Engineers Week, a time where we recognize how the skills, innovation, and creativity of engineers have fueled the march of human progress. Erin, a graduating senior from the College of Engineering, shares with us her feelings about the week of events.
I think it's really great. Today there's about, I think it's like 12 different clubs here, and they're all here, and you're able to ask them questions and find out what they're doing and what they're all about. So it allows people of all different grades to figure out what they might want to be interested in and do more with.
As you can see here, students are going from table to table to figure out which company best suits them for their future. Once they go from table to table, each company will sign off on a piece of paper that allows them to get some free ice cream for attending the event. That's some good ice cream. With the theme Engineers Make Wonders Happen, the events of this year's National Engineers Week will underscore the notion that some of our world's most pressing challenges can be addressed by the enterprising work of engineers. The dean of the school, Mary Gibson, says the week is about celebrating engineering as a career and how it benefits society.
So engineering is really important, and we want to see a more diverse group of people learning engineering. So the connection with FAMU shows the incredible opportunities that you have. There's tremendous job opportunities in engineering for everyone. And we're trying to, hopefully we'll stimulate and excite the students about their prospects, motivate them to continue,
Both FAMU and FSU are increasing their partnerships with one another to help students fulfill their dreams.
Public school recess, also known as Senate Bill 78, is moving in the state legislature. After 2 years of lobbying from mothers, the approved bill will require elementary schools to designate 20 minutes of the day for free recess play. Parents say that recess is needed for energy building and provides a break for their children. Last year, a similar bill was killed in the Senate by leaders, but passed in the Florida House.
Student loans amount to a whopping $1.3 trillion. And find out more on Burger King's finger-licking purchase.
Stay tuned, you're watching this and more at News 20 at 5.
Welcome back, I'm Shay Simon with your sports. Starting with a quick update, 2 weeks ago, after a 6-3 season, Big Bend Leon High School began their search for a new head coach after Tim Coakley resigned. Tuesday, the Lions found their new football coach, Garrett Jan, and he is very familiar to the red and white. In 2016, Jan, who played for Leon from 96 to 99, was inducted into the Lions Football Hall of Fame. Previously, Jan was the head coach at Childs High School for 3 years and carried the Lions on a trip to the postseason 2 years ago. A search will begin Wednesday at Childs to find Jan's replacement. And on the court, it was a tough battle from the beginning as the Rattlers fought to keep a lead on the Hornets. Stanley Dancy has more.
Florida A&M Rattlers battled the Delaware State Hornets Monday night in men's hoops. The Rattlers were at home and looked to get it going early on in the first half. Derek Dandridge for the Rattlers contributed 16 points and 6 rebounds for the night. The Rattlers battled, and while they were able to push the game into overtime, Delaware State shot 53% for the night. Their shooting was too much for the Rattler defense to handle as they fell 80-77 in a close game. Rattlers guard Marcus Barroom had 3 threes and contributed 11 points and 4 rebounds. He has carried the Rattler offense for much of the season as of late. Stanley Danzy with all your news and basketball coverage. News 20 at 5.
Meanwhile, the Florida A&M women's basketball team are on a roll with their 5th consecutive win of the season. The ladies took a win against Howard University 55-51 this past Saturday, continuing their winning streak. And Monday, they put the cherry on top, stepping over the Delaware State Hornets 69-61. Winning a Super Bowl is special. Winning your 5th is extra special. Before the Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, it was even more special because his mother was there. She has been undergoing chemotherapy and radiation treatment through the 2016 football season, and here's what he had to say.
I went through last night, way harder than what our team went through last night, and my dad's been there every step of the way. So they set such a great example for me, and
what do I say?
All families go through challenging times personally, but she has a lot of support and a lot of love, and I was just happy last night to be able to celebrate with her. And she hadn't been to a game all year, so what a hell of a game for her to be at. And you know, it was really great. It was great to celebrate. My sisters were there, my wife, I had all my kids, my little girl was there. And yeah, so it'll be nice to go home and spend some time with them. They haven't had their dad around very much lately. So it'll be nice to, you know, go home and be a dad for a little bit.
And that's all for your sports. I'm Shay Simon. Back to you all at the desk.